this is Dharmendra. Hi to everyone. So yeah, I worked in corporate for almost for 9 years. And 4 years back, I left my job and started exploring different schools of thoughts. So somehow I've been exploring more into permaculture. Today, coming to the topic, climate change. Yeah, I think everyone will talk about climate change, wherever you see any conference. So before starting anything, I just want to, listen to you, or else want to see what are your thoughts on climate change. Global warming, resource depletion, pollution, threat, youth action, climate justice, disaster. Beautiful. Oh, nice. Okay. One positive word. Okay. Uh, Environment, high temperatures, opportunity to unite, unpredictable nature, change in climate patterns. Okay. Destruction, environment, temperature issues, extreme weather events, disaster, biodiversity. Few people said it's unpredictable nature, quality of water, soil, air. Okay. Youth action, high temperatures, industries. Very good. So we all have some, okay, someone entered this now. Destruction, luxurious life, opportunity to unite, unpredictable nature, industries. So thanks for entering all your inputs and sharing your thoughts. Yeah, so there are many reasons for climate change, and we all know about it. But what next? Like when it comes to your action, so what we can do? That's what we are discussing. We are about to discuss today. We have a lot of speakers and very good people who are working on ground to share their experiences. So, okay, I have one more thing to ask. I'm just posting the question again. So what are the, just try to look around. Okay. So wherever you are and what is around you, just try to look around you and try to answer this question. So what are the support systems around you? So you might be working, or you might be like now studying, you might be doing whatever job here, but so what are the support systems around you to continue that work? You can just think about few seconds and you can try to answer this question. Family, internet, neighbors, NGO, professor, staff members, kitchen garden, like-minded people, my farm. Okay, let us wait for a few more seconds. Technology, neighbors, like-minded people, environment, NGO, Vipassana, very good. Network, professor, environment, farm, kitchen garden. All right. So we have a lot of support systems around us, which will help us to continue whatever work we are doing. But if you see any in front of you, maybe there might be a chair. You're using a lot of lifestyle choices in your life that comes with when you talk about climate change. Everything, whatever systems we are using, or whatever things around us, they are contributing back to the this kind of issues which are facing. Maybe they are, you all know about like the carbon footprints, or else the embodied energy in every each and every element which are using in our lifestyle. Okay. So why I'm asking all these things? See, most of the times we feel like resources are unlimited. Okay, but for your information, resources are very limited. Okay, only our greed become unlimited. So we started exploiting the resources which is around us, and then for all these elements which are using in our life, they are causing some kind of destruction. Okay, back in the environment. So that is causing something related to the climate change. So why I'm asking these questions to you is like, from now you have to think about the lifestyle choices, like what are the elements we are using in our life, and what are the lifestyle choices which are bringing to our systems and how they are causing the climate change. All right. So let me just share my screen again, and I'll do a small. Why I have asked these things is like many people will say that the support systems can be the environment or else the family or else some people their pets, okay, the animals or birds. So what I'm trying to do is now is very simple exercise, like maybe for another few minutes, about the different elements around us or else different systems around us. So we can just make it into 4 orders. Okay. So let me share my screen, and I want all of your help in this. You can use the chart window. If you are not able to access anything, you can just use the chart window and just try to enter your inputs. So okay, sorry. So there are a few orders around us, like as in support system, many of you said, different things around you are your support system. So there are many materials which we use, which is not having life. So that comes from your furniture or else your clothing or whatever it is. There are many material orders around us, and then plant order, and then animal order, and then finally human order. Okay. So why I have taken these, there are many other orders, but most of the time, all these support systems which we have around us have these main 4 orders. So I have taken for this particular exercise, I have taken these 4 orders. So birds and other living beings also, we can just put it in the animal order, okay, for this exercise. Okay, so what we'll do now is like, let us see the contribution. Okay, so material order to plant order. Can anyone just tell me like what material order can contribute to the plant order? So what a material order, materials, anything can be a material, like, around you. Oh, okay. Fertilizers and maybe all these are natural, we feel. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Ignatia. Anything else? So any kind of materials which like all these minerals or else leaves, all the fallen leaves, okay, that comes under the material order will be coming to the plant order. So what plant order can contribute to the material order? So there are many things, materials like the wood, carbon, all these things will be like plant order can contribute to the material order. Okay, next, plant order to animal order. What plant order is contributing to the animal order? Okay, grass, I mean food, okay. Fodder, shelter, very good. So I'm reading all of your answers, and then food, shelter, thanks Arun. Oxygen, okay, all right. So let us see. Yeah, food, shelter, oxygen, and many other things are coming from plant order to animal order. Okay. Now let us see from animal order to plant order what is coming. So what animal order is contributing to the plant order? Okay, oxygen, manure, meat, seed. Wow, that is very nice. Spreading seeds and carbon dioxide. Okay, dairy products. Very good. So yeah, that is a good point. So animals and even birds, they help in spreading the seeds, at the same time pollination. Okay, all right. So manure, pollination, and many others are coming. So next one, oh sorry. So what comes from animal order to material order? Clothes, leather, medicine, raw material. Oh, very nice. Okay, good to see a lot of people are responding now. Very nice. All right. So there are many things like once the animal after their death, the skin, feathers, and then a lot of manure will be converting as a material order. All right. So what comes from material order to animal order? Material order is contributing to animal order. Okay, shelter. Anything else? Safety. Okay. All right. Let us see what is there. Yeah, shelter, food, and many other things are coming from material order to animal order. Okay, next, material order to human order. What is going from material order to human order? A lot of things, right? Yeah. So, so shelter, Yeah, many basic necessaries. So whatever we are using, everything, most of the things will come from material order, shelter, clothes, and many other things. Okay. So let us see from plant order to what is going to human order. Everything we use, life, okay, oxygen, food, herbs, almost everything, okay. Right. So plant order to animal order, plant order to human order, food, shelter, air, and we don't leave anything. Okay, so a lot of things are coming from plant order to human. Okay, so finally, animal order to human order. Okay, chicken, meat. Okay, so let's call it as food. Okay, okay, dairy products, uh, companionship. Very nice, very positive answer. Food, medicine, fur, leather. All right. Yeah, so food, I mean, a lot of some people will use animals for the transport and many other aspects are there. So thanks for all your answers, and I'm really happy that now you're interacting and using the chat window as a medium for the interaction. All right, so let us see now what comes from human order to animal order. You can just think about few seconds and just try to answer what contribution is coming from human order to animal order. Change in genetics, cruelty, thinking, expect violence. All right. So, see, some people may say that we are just giving care and we are giving food. So all these things comes with some kind of conditioning. Okay, because suppose if you take a dog, so it won't really see whether it is some particular person or else he is good or bad. They'll give the the same love and affection for everyone, but humans, like, we have very conditioning, like, I need this particular dog, or else I need this particular animal, and others we will never care. So I'm not saying we don't give any contribution from human order to animal order, but I'm just putting a question mark here. So whether that particular contribution is coming with a conditioning, or it is kind of contribution which comes from the animals. Okay. The second thing, from human order to plant order. What comes from human order to plant order? Okay, Srividya, carbon dioxide. Okay, menu, care to get back, flood, agriculture, food, oxygen, change in genetics for better food use. Okay. Yeah, so few people may say, like, we are giving water and then manure and all these things, but again, whether we really just look at the that particular plant, if it is not giving any fruit or flower, so whether we really care about that particular plant if it is not giving anything to us. So I'm not saying anything here, but I'm just giving keeping a question mark. At the same time, human order to material order, maybe like after our death, whether we will be giving the contribution to the material order or not. Again, I'm just keeping a question mark here. So, okay, so thanks for all your inputs. So, why I am asking these questions, or else why I am have chose to discuss this thing, particular contribution part today, is something like, if you see material order, they don't have life, they can't really move, they can't think, they can't take decisions. Okay, but if you see the contribution, they are contributing to the all other three orders without having any kind of condition. Okay, and coming to plant orders, they have life, but they can't move until unless you move, and they can't maybe they can't really take the decisions. And coming to the animal order, they don't yeah, they have life, they can move and they can take decisions, but if you see maybe trained, like if you compared to the humans, they cannot take the decisions as exactly as humans, but still they are contributing back to the other three orders. Okay, coming to the humans, so we have life, we can move, we can think, we can take decisions, and we always feel like we are the wonderful creation, we are the superior species in the planet Earth. But coming to the contribution, it is coming with a question mark. Okay, and if you see the dependency, So material order, plant order, animal order, they are really not depending on human order. They are self-sustainable. They can just take care of their own needs. But if you see the human order, we are all like depending on these material order and plant order and animal order. Okay. But coming to the contribution part, it's coming with a question mark. So why I have I'm just talking about all these things today is something like, so all these days, we are always taking something from these orders, like whether it is coming from material or else plant or else animal, but we are not giving back anything. Okay, we are not giving back anything to those orders. Without them, we can't even sustain. Like a simple example, if I want to say, is like, so you have a bottle of water. Continuously, if you are just taking the water and you are not trying to fill it back, so what happens, like there, as I said earlier, resources are very limited. Okay, there is nothing called like we have unlimited resources. So so I'm just leaving a thought for all of you now, like what contribution we can give back to the other orders or else nature or else this particular cause like climate change. Okay, so I have a question for all of you, which you can just try to answer it. Maybe like, so what contribution we can give from our side for this particular cause. So whatever it is, like to the other orders or else this cause. So you can just try to answer this question. I'll wait for half a minute, then we can just proceed further. Anything what comes to your mind, like because we have discussed few things just now, like there are many things which are helping us to sustain, like in a daily life. We need all these things for us, but what contribution we can give back to them, or else what contribution we can give back for this particular cause. So you can access the question in chat window and try to answer it. This is an open-end question. You can enter whatever answer you want. There is no restriction in the word limit. What comes to your mind? Anything? Okay, so what contribution we can give back to the other orders or else for this particular cause? You can just access the question. So unlearn and upskill, minimalist living, selfless, giving balanced mind with good for nature, more responsibility, less dependency, minimalistic lifestyle, selfless service to other beings. Okay, support agroforestry to save the soil. So let's get back to our roots and follow our old values, customs, and culture. Plant more trees, avoid plastic use, bicycle. No, very nice. Okay. Maximize usage of minimal goods and then recycle. Very nice. All right. Okay, so thanks for entering all your inputs. So my intention of discussing this, maybe you all may be just thinking it's very simple thing, but this is very important thing. Like especially if you see most of the natural resources are getting depleted because of our own lifestyle choices. So please be aware of you and just think about what is happening in your life and which is causing to the bigger damage, and then how we can contribute for the cause. Okay, so most of the people they think like there is a lot of plastic is coming, then how we can just so there is a small solution. You all can make this as a plastic brick, and then you can see we can use it as a small tool for sitting. So there are many small solutions around us. You can see this is one of the thing in alternative school in Udaipur. So all see, there is nothing called waste. So when the resource is placed wrongly, that will become waste. So this is that student make this as a tool. It's a musical chair. So almost like 12-15 sounds he made. I was really shocked to see. So all these are like just lying around, but he could collect them and make it. So one important thing, I really like this slide. Always like I'll try to share this because we always think about recycling or else but there are many are like refuse, reduce, reuse, repair, regift, then recover, then finally like we can think about the recycling. And then one important thing is like rethinking. So just be mindful of your consumption, and your relationship with the things around you and the relationship with the mother earth. So definitely, like, it will help us to do something, and at the same time contribute for the cause, which is like most of the people we are talking nowadays. And then, see, unfortunately, we are all focusing on material development, but we need consciousness development. Okay, so we need something like, look at the nature and do something. Like if you see the tree, so there are how many functions in tree? Like, it will give biomass, it will give shade, it will give shelter, it will give food. It it can just store a lot of water in the roots. So there are many functions in nature, if you see. But in man-made systems, unfortunately, we focus on only the need, only our need, not any other living beings need. So time to think about like the consciousness development, not just thinking about the material development. And one more example I would like to give always, like take a bird. Like what bird will do, like it spread the seeds, and at the same time it will avoid the things which are just damaging, like small insects it will eat. At the same time it will fertile the soil. So whatever development you are saying, like drones or something you are talking about, but how many functions is that is having that particular man-made system? So compared to the nature, we are always like we are just focusing on only needs, not the entire system functions. See, nature discarded many living beings, especially like dinosaurs, and because they are not contributing to the whole. Okay, when comes to the humans also, when you are not contributing to the whole, okay, then we will also be discarded. The best example is COVID. Okay, so one, okay, fine, we all like agree, like there are a lot of things happen, there is a lot of trauma, many things happen because of COVID. But one good thing happened is, like there is lot of things came back in nature, like the pollution got settled. We saw very clear Himalayan views, and then Indian Gate is visible in Delhi. All these things have happened, but what cost? At what cost? We lost many of our loved ones. In each and every family got some issue. Like we lost many people, friends, relatives, or else mentors. So do we really need to lose someone, like to fix these kind of issues, or else to give contribution back to the nature? Can't we change a small lifestyle choices our life, so that it can really fix the issues? So nature is always like from long time is giving a message to us, please slow down. Okay, please change your lifestyle, but we are not listening to that. So I think now we have to think, do we really need another pandemic? Do we really need something like, Corona to come back and take our loved ones or else ourselves to fix these issues? Can't we really, change small habits, small, lifestyle choices to fix these, bigger issues? And then the contribution to the next generations. Okay, we have all facilities. What about the next future generation? Okay, what about the people who are coming next? Okay, yeah. So finally, I would say, like please think about all these things. I know, like saying things is very easy, but coming to the action part is tough. So that is the only reason I always say action steps are very simple. Okay, so we can easily change. We can just look around your things. If you're just switching off your fan, okay, switching off your light when you're just stepping out of the place where you're living, in your office when you're just leaving the office, if you switch off your system, okay, or else, like, because see, all these lifestyle choices are changing, and then creating a bigger, like locust attacks, or else farmer issues. So all these things are directly related to the lifestyle choices which are having. So please, think about all these things, and no need to leave your jobs, no need to go to forest, no need to go to the some other place to just contribute back to the nature. we all have to live in this space. We have to clean this space. Okay, don't run away from problems. Try to address the problems. Try to be part of the solution. My a favorite quote is something like, "If you're not part of the solution, you are the problem." So please be part of the solution, whatever it is. Okay, and I'm really happy to have all of you today, and especially youth, they are, we are all like contributing a lot to a cause now, and I'm really happy to see people like you, and thanks for the opportunity for everyone. Thanks for your patience, and hope you all agree with me, and we all can come together and just work together to address these kind of issues in the society. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dharmendra Anna. You touched everyone's heart. And in our school textbooks, they used to give examples of predators, and there can't be a better example than human beings, right? When you discussed about those four systems, we are just grabbing, consuming, but we are not giving anything back. And if you remember, when you first showed me that video, I literally cried. The turtle video. And if we pause and look in our own surroundings, what food are we consuming and what water are we consuming at our home? We purify, filter, and consume. But what about all the other life forms living in the city? What quality of water and food are they consuming? And for no reason and no mistake of theirs, they are suffering so much. And it's a matter of time the diseases that get to them come to us, right? A small mosquito, because of the stagnated water and other things, we are seeing increase in the number of dengue cases. And it's a matter of time before things compound and goes out of our hand. The crisis, at times when we discuss about environment and climate change, people think this as a distant crisis. We are very away from it. The challenge is that the crisis is very close and at times we don't observe it. And we believe that we always have this time. And we feel that someone else will come and address these problems. So, as you rightly mentioned, the action should start at home in our own day-to-day lifestyle. And only if we all combine and do our little bits, then only we can address this. Otherwise, beyond a point, the crisis will be huge and we can't even imagine how horrible the situation might be. Thank you so much, Anna.